Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. Weekend's almost here. Welcome to our last 3 weeks. Actually, this is the last Friday of the 3 weeks of our 90-day challenge. If you have been following us, you know this has been an exciting journey of knowledge and growth. And for the last few weeks, we are changing things up. The next 3 weeks go lives are on various subjects to educate, entertain, and show you all who we are and just have some fun. We invite you to join us by commenting, reacting, and asking questions. Be curious, snoop us, and learn and grow. We really don't mind, and it is our pleasure to assist you in any way we can. Please let us know if you're watching the live or the replay, and we really appreciate your support. Okay, we are all ready to go. Today's presenters are myself and Jesse, and our topic is our business owners get-togethers, the one down east and the one in Ontario. Okay, let's get started. Now I have some pictures of the Down East get together. I wasn't actually there, but Darlene was, so she'll probably talk about it when it's her turn to talk. So these are just some pictures of their get together in the restaurant. Look at all those happy faces. And looks like they were having a great time. I love this one. That was so cute. Yeah, so it looks like they were having a great time. They did some stuff also outside. And again, I'm hoping that Darlene will explain them a little bit better. There's one of our top leaders there, Debbie, or Deborah, sorry. Deborah is her name. And then we had some Ontario get-togethers. I only went to the one. We had a couple this year, but I only went to the one, and there's some of us right there. Look at that. What a great sunny day it was. And here's the cruise we went on. It was in Peterborough, and we went through the locks. Oh, there's our Elena. And we went through the locks, and it was actually, there's the lock. We went in there, and you go right up in it and down. It was quite interesting. And even though I don't live that far away, that's the first time I've ever done that. So it was really great. Yeah, so it was great to get together. It gives you a reason to get out and do things together. And of course, you talk shop as well. There we are again. Yeah, it was a beautiful day. And look at the water. Doesn't it look inviting? Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing that. And I'm going to put Jesse's stuff up. Just one moment. Let me see. Okay, there you go, Jesse. You're on mute, so you have to unmute yourself, and you can go ahead.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies. That was a nice picture, or nice pictures rather, Krista, that you shared. We also did have a community meetup in the Brampton area in Ontario, and that's where I actually met Jose and Ilana, which was quite an interesting meetup for me. And this is why I believe that community matters. We are social creatures, and we need interpersonal contact to survive. So these connections really can range from your inner circle, your family, your close friends, and extends to your outer ranks of your social network. It's very important to have these variety of networks, mainly to try and count on one person to fulfill your emotional and psychological needs. It's really not a good thing. Even researchers are showing that we thrive as human beings more when we have a lot of people to fill up our various emotional needs. So becoming a member of a community really does help build these type of social diversity. And to be part of a community, there are a few things that you really must look into yourself to identify. Okay, does this really do I feel rather a sense of belonging in this community? And ideally it's, am I part of this community? Do I have a membership in this community? Do I feel a sense of difference in this group, or is this group really making a difference in my life? Is there an influence, and it has to be reciprocal, right? So also you want to identify the need to feel that you meet other people in groups, so you're interacting. There is integration between both parties, and you are fulfilling a need, and whatever that need may be for you or for the other person. You also want to share history. You have similar experiences, a time and space together. You're sharing emotions. You're connecting. It's all important as human beings. We need this, and I believe that in our community, just in our little breakfast group here, we do share a lot of these attributes, which is why. The more we connect, the more we grow and share stories and experiences, and they're relatable. And to extend it to a large global community of 180 people, oh my goodness, I cannot imagine the connection and the network that we are experiencing in this business as well. A community is essentially a place to broaden your social skills to new and unknown dimensions. The ones that are scary, we learn about various personality traits as well. It also means that you get access to business partners, which in our case, we're all business partners. We're connecting on a business level, on a social level, and building relationships and friendships along the way as well. You also want to find incredible mentors or simply build new friendships, as I mentioned. And eventually, as you stay in a community, at least you will find some time, or you always come out of it with a bunch of whole new relationship. So you build relationships, whether it's on a business level, on a social level, on a friendship level. To have a friend is a different type of investment and commitment, but to be in a community, you do have like-minded individuals, you share the same interest, and you are committed to really meet on a certain time. You're not overbearing yourself with time, and you're just having a good time, which is awesome. Next slide, please, Krista. Excellent. And it's not just us getting together or being in a community for the sake of a community, as I mentioned. After all, it's also fun, and that's what's most important. You have to have fun, you have to get engaged, get to know each other, and do fun things, right? So having fun, essentially, you're unlocking powers that a single person can never obtain, right? So you're learning, you're feeding on each other's energy, you're learning new things, and staying with one person as a friend, really, you will exhaust all of that. And then there's the question, oh, what's next, right? So after all, life is about fun and happiness. And we feel that when we feel that's why we actually join communities. We meet interesting people, work on our skills, grow personally and professionally, and have fun doing so. There's no pressure, no quarterly revenues goal to meet, just oneself and similar people with similar mission. And we're doing all of this in our business, in our community, with regardless of which tribe you find yourself in. I believe that we're all sharing the same mission, and we're connecting on friendship level, business level, personal level as well. Thank you so much. I hope you liked the presentation.
That was great, Jesse. Great job. Thank you. Okay, Jose, what'd you think?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, whoever's watching or will watch in the future. It was wonderful because I have sensed this community before in my church, but I have always thrived to find it in my job. which I've never been able to find, not even in a hospital setting, which actually probably was the biggest disappointment ever. And so by looking for something else, I came upon this business that has given me more than I ever expected, to the point where I kept saying for a long time, when is this disappointment going to happen? And I have been in the business for a few years now, and I'm still waiting. I shouldn't expect that, because so far I've met so many people that have just confirmed that this is the best thing I've ever done in the 35 years that I've been in healthcare aid, in the healthcare system. Sorry, I'm still half asleep. I can't say more. It's just has been a life changer. So this is what life is about. This is about, at first was about finances, and it has changed to a community that is beyond anything you could ever wish for. So yeah, that's all. I better stop because I'm going to get too emotional. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your presentation, Jess. That was wonderful.
Okay, thank you, Jose. Okay, Elena.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful presentation. And community is everything. That like Jesse was saying, it's the unity. And, with 180,000 people plus, I think it is now, and it's growing because of the potential that this business gives. Not only, like you said, lucrative, but the community itself makes it worthwhile. And it doesn't always have to be business. It's like you said, like even this breakfast club is a community, and it's a unity, and we help each other out, which we all need that, especially in where we've been in the last 3 years. We need that exposure. So that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you, Elena. Okay, Pam.
Good morning, ladies. I love your presentation, Jesse. And I wish I could go on every one of those meetups. But unfortunately, we can't. But the pictures help us to be there. And the stories will get us through, I'm sure. But being part of a community, just think of the community that you live in and how the people around you change you. You're not only a community of living someplace, but you adapt to the ways of the community, and people adapt to your ways. You learn from them and they learn from you. You give to them and you take back. Whatever it is, it's not only a community, but it's a family. That's like us here on this breakfast club. I'm so thankful and grateful for Krista getting this breakfast club on the go, because the ladies that we've met here, we didn't get a guy. I don't know why, but anyway, we're fine. Because here we're not only in the business community where we learn and we grow professionally, but we're here growing personally as a family. Loving and sharing and caring is a wonderful thing. Thank you all so much. You all have a great weekend. Love you.
Thank you, Pam. Okay, Darlene.
That brings back memories. Awesome presentation, Jesse and Krista. And you can't really mess up a presentation like that because, wow, it's just wonderful. Ours was on a kind of a smaller scale than the Mexico meetup, and the Ontario ones probably. Well, that was probably about the same, but by no means any less impactful than the one in Mexico. There's just nothing like meeting face to face. It's like having a family reunion, because that's how I feel about all my beautiful online people. my husband came with me, and Jesse's husband was there too. So they were able to actually yak on their own in a booth beside us. So I think that was a little relief for them. They enjoyed that. So I didn't get to the Ontario ones, but I did get to the Mexico meetup, which was beyond expectations. Even the founders were there, and it really feels like everyone is part of like a great big old family. I met Deborah there, as well as a number of the ones in this breakfast club. And so it was really exciting to meet Deborah again when she came to New Brunswick. The pictures were taken at a restaurant that we went to that evening, and it was just within walking distance of where my husband and I were staying. And it was just an evening thing. So it wasn't long, but we packed an awful lot of memories in that short time, I'm telling you. And 6 out of the 8 that went to Mexico were at the meetup in New Brunswick. And I had also met in PEI one of the ones that were there in New Brunswick the year before, and she was also at the one in Mexico. So even the trip on the boat from Digby to St. John, that was an adventure and a kind of a reunion on its own, because I had worked on that boat for a summer a few years back. So it was a great reunion with them. It was just wonderful all the way around. There are really no words to describe as to what it means to be part of this community. So thank you one and all for being who you are. And I just love, love, love this group and the whole community at large. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Darlene. That was great, and thank you, everyone. Actually, you've seen us on a few broadcasts going on about our community, but Elena had a good point. Even though our community is wonderful and we all love it, and it is 180,000 now, it wouldn't be that large, or people wouldn't stay in it if it wasn't worth it and it wasn't lucrative. So that is also a point that we should make. It's not just the community why people stay. It's because of the whole business model itself. And the community is just a bonus for us, right? Like, we just really relish in the community. Okay, so there you go, everyone. We hope you enjoyed this presentation. We would love to hear your opinions or any feedback. Doing these Go Lives helps us grow as business owners. We also want to show you all anyone can do what we are doing. If being around regular people who are positive and want to grow and learn sparks your interest, send us a message, and it would be our pleasure to fill you in on all the benefits of working online. Unity is strength. When there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved. Maddie Stepanek. There you go, everyone. So I'm signing off. Have a wonderful day and a great weekend. Take care.